Hi. I know it's been a while since I have sat in front of the camera and actually made a video. I think the last one was Sweet Heat by Bolu Babalola. Um, it was absolutely incredible reading that book. If you have not watched that vlog, please go and watch it. It's all the feels, all the fall vibes, everything like that. But if you are new to my channel, my name is Tatiana, aka TMG, aka TMG Reads on Instagram. I am somebody I love my coziness. I love staying in the house. I am a serious homebody, okay? Um, but welcome to my channel. I'm here just to do kind of like an update to kind of um, get me back in the rhythm of recording videos and doing vlogs and going book shopping because it's been a while. Um, I don't know if I would say there's updates, but there's always updates when you've been missing for like 5 months. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, first up, I want to talk about my camera, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It had this like funky glare in all my videos, or in like 3 videos. And I tried to take it to Best Buy to the Geek Squad so that they could like fix it or send it off and have somebody fix it because I really, really adored that camera. I really loved it. But they told me, they was like, look, sister girl, we can't do anything. We're not doing business with China right now. The company that makes it is not dealing with us, or something along those lines. Like, I have no idea. Like, you seriously have no idea how much something will affect you until it's like knocking on your doorstep. When my camera, I took my camera into Best Buy and they were like, yeah, we can't do anything to fix the lens. So you can either keep it or we can give you money back for it. I want both. I want my camera fixed and I mean, I take the money, but I really wanted that camera. But I said all that to say, like, ended up returning that camera um, because they couldn't fix it. So what's the point of me like keeping a broken camera? If I would have kept it and it would have broke like for real, and I wouldn't have been able to like take it in and get the money back, then I would have been SOL because it's like, well, but I don't know. So I did end up getting a new camera. I got the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. That's what I'm recording on right now. I haven't had any problems with it. It's really cool. I use it to record my daughter's um, like her basketball games on the weekends, and it's pretty easy to use. I haven't messed with any of the settings. I'm using the kit lens on it. Um, and so yeah, so I'm gonna try to get back in the routine of recording and getting used to just sitting and talking in front of the camera about my little books or my vinyls. I know a lot of people have recently followed me from some of the shorts that I've done, um, like opening vinyls. I know I had opened 10 Shots Hamilton's vinyl. I opened Mariah Science's Cardi B. Um, and Drizzy Drake and Party Next Door. So if you haven't watched those shorts, be my guest. Go watch them. They're pretty cool. I like music. I like books. I have 2 children that I love and adore. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty relatable for the most part. Uh, so yeah, so I got a new camera and I've been testing it out with like short videos, short form content. Um, so yeah, that's like part 1 of where I was. Like, my camera broke and I had to figure out what camera I was gonna get and all that jazz. Okay. And then you have like the holiday and birthday season. My birthday's in December. Christmas is in December. My son's birthday was October. Um, but I was still recording in October. So my birthday, Christmas, my kids were out of school all December almost. And then January, both kids went back to school, but they didn't because of the snowstorm that was happening. So my kids are on e-learning day, and it's just really hard. I don't like taking time away from my kids to do like YouTube videos, even though I probably could. I just don't um for my own peace of mind. um yeah. So that was that. It's like all the holiday season, just trying to find a good read. Um and then I was still working my second job. If you didn't know, I was working at Target. Um, I started in August, but they claimed I was a seasonal worker and let me go the day of my shift on, I think it was a Sunday. Sunday I was supposed to work and I couldn't get into like the system, so I called them and they were like, I said, "Hey guys, I can't get on the website. What time am I supposed to be there?" Dalton comes gets on the phone talking about nobody nobody reached out to you. Hey Dalton, I don't know if you know me, but like if I'm calling you to figure out when I'm supposed to be there, I would like think that nobody has reached out to me. So yeah, nobody reached out to me, Dalton. And he was like, "Okay, well, we had to let you go because and he was like, you're a seasonal worker. If you want to apply next year, you're more than welcome to. We would love to have you back. But our work hours are in da 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 da." I said, "You can stop right there. It's fine. I won't be back because why would y'all like fire me and not tell me?" It's kind of wild to me. But whatever. I was only there for Christmas money anyway for my children. So whatever. I guess I'll accept it. And I think we've been to Target once since then. Me and my kids have been once since then. And we only went because my daughter had a gift card and she didn't even spend anything on the gift card. So it was kind of a wasted trip. Like, ugh, whatever. Um so yeah, now it's February and I'm back to like regular schedule programming. Although my reading like recently has been slower because at my actual job, we're getting ready to like implement a new system. We're going to switch from the old one and go to a new one. And like just that alone is annoying me, right? So, all of January, I had about 30 cases total, right? Not bad. It is currently February the 10th. It's February the 10th. And I have currently 20 cases in my folder, and I've already done 20 cases. And it's only the 10th. During Black History Month, they doing this to me. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That is Black History Month, and I'm just doing all this extra work. So I've like been working really, really hard while I've been at work, so I haven't been able to listen to, read with my eyes a lot of books that I would normally read. However, when I'm home and I have some extra time, I have been reading a little bit. In January, I read 3 books. The 3 books that I read were I Medusa by Ayana Gray. Absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend if you are into Greek mythology, you should read it. I think that it's a retelling of Medusa. Everybody knows Medusa. Everybody loves Medusa. All the ladies love Medusa. I think everybody should experience the read because I listened to it and I have the physical book, but it's over there and I'm not about to get up and get it. But I Medusa is absolutely amazing. You should all read it. I also read Dominion by Addie Kitchens. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Um, and that was also another really good read. Uh, Church Messiness. Uh, it's following two women that are in the church, completely different in all the ways. But it is so good. It kind of took a dark turn at the end, and I didn't expect it. So it's kind of different, but it wasn't bad. Would I recommend the book? Absolutely. It's Black. It's church messiness. It's Southern. Like if you listen to the audio for Dominion, they have like a sermon type deal at the beginning of each of the chapters. And chapter breaks, they do like a little sermon with the church music and everything. Me growing up in the church, I really like it did something for my little soul. I was like, oh, the good old days. But the third book that I read in January was an arc. It was In Harmonious, I believe that's how you say it, by Tammy Huff. Um, and that was, I don't know if I Medusa was my favorite or In Harmonious. Anyway, I think In Harmonious was my favorite because I was literally glued to my seat. Okay, I normally don't ever read arcs in one sitting. Like currently I have two arcs. One I got in November, one I got at the end of December, and I'm still reading them. We'll talk about that in another video. But In Harmonious, um, I read it because they said if you like The Vanishing Half, it was kind of like the same vibe, and it is. It's about yeah, I have The Vanishing Half here. It's about a black boy passing. Um, this one, The Vanishing Half, was about sisters, and they were very, very light skinned. The stories in both of those were amazing, but In Harmonious, I need to go get the physical copy because I just loved it that much. Like, when I say I like historical fiction, but I like historical fiction that is factual, historical fiction that can teach me something. Because a lot of times, like when you were in school and they were teaching you stuff, or they were letting you watch movies about Pearl Harbor and this and that, they only show you like the Saving Private Ryan type deals, or like stuff that don't resonate with you because like them not my people. Like I don't know what you want me to do with this information. Like I wouldn't have went. And in Harmonious, they show you how it was like it wasn't even his choice to go into the army passing, but it was the person ahead of him, I believe like the general or the sergeant, somebody somewhere messed up his paperwork, and so he had to like battle with that. So the story just shows you how he navigated that, and then after he comes home, they show you um his life. I mean, I could go on and on about Inharmonious, but I'm gonna just tell you it was amazing. It was 6 stars. It was everything that I would want in a historical fiction book. It wasn't boring at all. Um, they show you the family dynamics. It's a little bit of romance in the book. And they show you all the things that you love from historical fiction, right? Um, so yeah, that is what I read all of January. February, I don't believe I have finished a book, which is crazy. But it's really not, because in 2024, I only read one book in February. So I guess February is always my slow month. But last year in February, I read Love Radio, and I absolutely ate that one up. So yeah, I haven't finished any books in February. That's crazy. I am currently reading 3 books. I have all 3 on audio. I'm a little greedy with the audio book, which is crazy, but I have a few library cards. One thanks to my mom in Indiana. She has a library card in Indiana, and I have one here in Illinois, which works out great for me because Indiana normally has more books that are for people like me anyway. But anyway, I have been reading Fire, Sword, and Sea by Vanessa Riley for about 3 weeks. And it's not even that it's a bad book. It's just taking me a long time to read it. I am about 48% of the way through the book. I am on page 174. It is about Jackie. I call her Jackie. I know that's not her name. I know that's not how you pronounce her name, right? And a little blurb in the book says the real pirates of the Caribbean were black and they were women. From Vanessa Riley, acclaimed author of Queen of the Exiles, comes a sweeping, immersive saga based on the life of the legendary 17th century pirate Jacques Delahaye. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But this book is really good. It's written really well. And the pages are so cool. I don't know if you can even see it. Remember, it's a new camera, guys. Fire, Sword, and Sea. I also recently just started Cursed Daughters. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the last name because I can't. Cursed Daughters, I hear a lot of good things about online, but I kind of think it's like a thriller mystery book. I don't really know what this is. I went into it blind, and I started reading it at my daughter's gymnastic class, and I didn't get very far. Look at my son. He drew on my bookmark. Thanks, Kai. Yeah, and you get a little family tree in the front. So I just started this. I can't say much about it because I'm literally still on a prologue. No, I'm not on a prologue. Get out of here. I think I was reading it on my Kindle. I think so. I think I was reading this on my Kindle. Like, get out of here. So I'm about 6% into the book. But anyway, Monifa and Ebon. Sounds amazing. Kind of excited to read this. And the cover is so gorgeous. And last but not least, I am picking this back up. It's You Every Time. I found the audio on Hoopla, actually. I don't normally go there for my, kind of matches my shirt. I normally don't go there for audiobooks, but I've been trying to get this one because I've started this like 3 times and I keep putting it down. I just forget about it, which is crazy, but I keep forgetting about this book. This one is about Sydney. She keeps reliving the same day over and over, which would drive me absolutely insane. Like, you have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But she keeps having the same day over and over. I want to know if she, like, does the boy she meets that first day, does he keep having the same day as well? I'm only on page 35 in this one. And I think she's about to, like, get into whatever keeps making her have that same day over and over. Right? Okay. So, that is what I've been up to. That is where I've been. That is what I've currently been reading. These are all cute covers, though. Amazing. If you made it to the end of this video, I truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you so, so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and talk to me down in the comments if you read any of these books. If you have had problems with your DJI camera anytime recently, just let me know. Show me some love. And I will see you next time.